Hello, good evening, students. Okay, let's start today's class today. All right. Sorry for the inconvenience. The DK3's PCs were not able to be projected. I'm not sure what's the problem like. So the last I talked to you is on Internet of Governance. I talked to you about ICANN. Okay, and today I'm going to talk to you about privacy and civilian. Alright, as all of you know that this particular Wednesday will be our midterm exam. So therefore, the coming week or this particular week, you need to go through your tutorial classes as usual. So that's why I got to keep this replacement class for you to go on with your tutorial. Today I'm going to talk to you about privacy and civilians. So we're going to talk about communication technology, basically eavesdropping, and also data protection. So privacy refers to the ability of individual or a group to control and keep confidential information themselves and also personal life and their activities. Student, are you willing to share your handphone access to your parents? Yes, sure or not? Put facial recognition, thumbprint, got leg print also, sometimes. Okay, do you like someone enters your room without your permission? No. Why do you think you need in such things? Why do you think that this is important for you? It's because you want some privacy. Everyone deserves privacy. And we do not want people to breach our privacy. For example, our parents get into our room, also we will feel that very uneasy. Okay? As I told you, students, anything that you cannot share with your parents, it's something that you shouldn't do. This is something, a simple phrase, student. The thing that you cannot share with your parents, don't do. So there is a fundamental rights anyway that allows individual to maintain autonomy, dignity and security. We don't want people to jeopardize our dignity. It's very important, And we should feel security. So many researchers have said the age 20 to 30 is the age that everyone does all kind of mistakes in life. It's not only you, it's also me. When I go through my 20s to 30s, that particular period is the time period that we will do a lot of mistakes in life. And that is the golden period of our life that can determine us, our career, our future, and a lot of other elements in our life. But most of us will do all kind of mistakes in life at the age of 20 to 30. So let's look at internet that you know today. It's only at the surface level. What do you know? Google, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. But students, do you know internet has few other faces that you don't know? Number one, deep web, dark web. In deep web, you can get all kind of medical records. Whose medical record you want? Legal documents, private forums, research papers, non-index content. In dark web, most of illegal trade, illegal activities, all kind of private communication forum. Student, in dark web, that's where you can purchase all kind of things you can purchase. You can purchase weapons, you can purchase drugs, and you can purchase anything. Recently, I came across a very interesting topic. I do not want to say, they call it as something doll. You can purchase that doll in this dark web. Do you know what is that means? This particular doll, it's human, female, where their hands will be cut off, their legs will cut off. They will kidnap kids to cut off their hands and legs. They name it as doll. They will sell this doll online in the dark web. So you can ask, teacher, what can they do with it? It is used for sexual purpose only. These dolls cannot move. You need to feed this doll and use it for sexual purpose only. And you can get it in dark web. Student, why I'm sharing it to you? Because dark web is that cruel. No mercy. So student, when you can be scammed in Google, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all kind of scammers, all kind of fake profile, fake information, everything also in the surface level, just imagine at the deep and dark web level. So students, the structure of the internet content, the surface level, everything for public available through search engine. So deep web is, index web, unindexed web. That means like you can source about any information. Students, the best thing is, let's put here, Malaysian records at dark web. CITOS data system, Sdn Berhad, has found 3,350,000 pieces of people's identification information, credit card, debit card, passport, email on the dark web, involve Malaysian customers. If you scroll down, there are many reports telling that Malaysians' record is being sold. The best thing is, if it's sold in dark web, never mind lah. Here, Malaysian record is sold publicly for free. Because Malaysia boleh mah. Just put no need dark web in web. So students, you can find Malaysian records, can be found in any sites, Malaysian records. So let's look at here. Malaysian personal data, alleged to be sold openly on the internet. For free, come buy. It has been reported, students, that our Malaysian records, has been openly sold, for sale. Identification number, anything, gender, house address, are revealed to be sold openly over the net. So student, my question to you, is the information that you put on the net, is it safe? Sometimes in government sites, now we have PADU. I don't know how PADU is that. So information need to be, available in PADU. Is PADU secure? Have you all registered in PADU or not? Above 18 must register, right? You all didn't. Anyway, from yesterday it's closed already. Today is 1st April. So deep web, I'm not saying have to, students. You have your own stand and rights to do it. Deep web, all the databases are available there. Dark web, the network offers full anonymity, special software, special configuration, hosted for certain illegal activities as well. So student, type of privacy. So when we do protection of an individual information such as name, address, contact detail, financial data, health record, sensitive data is the data that need to be protected. Next year, students, communication privacy. So now, I'm going to ask you, students, information that you put like communication privacy. You you have a personal communication with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Anyone here married with a husband or wife? And do you think that conversation is safe? Let's look at the conversation. All of you got WhatsApp? Yes? You fight with your girlfriend or you fight with your mom. Anything lah, students. You go to your Facebook or Instagram, you post, you check in somewhere. Who owns all these companies? One company. They know where do you check in, what is your favorite food, which bar do you go, who you hang out with, what conversation you have with who, and now they can relate. These people are connected to this one is connected to this, and so on. Now, tell me, is the communication, do we have communication privacy here? It can be phone calls, people can eavesdrop, people can listen to your conversation, email, online messaging services, everything. The best thing is, I don't know, youngsters like to post and share nude videos over these online messaging services. I don't know why. Youngsters like to share their nude pictures. Now, location privacy. Some of you Google on your Google location. They know where do you go, where are you, what are you doing, and so on. Every individual have all the rights to make their physical whereabouts to be private. For example, you have a wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Okay, you try to check where are they now. Hi, darling, where are you? I'm here so and so. Check the location. Correct or no? Correct, students? Is that the way the relationship should go? It's not based on the trust, students. It's based on now we can check, the location privacy. Where is this person? What is this person doing? The best thing, certain relationship, I want to also share your WhatsApp. Whichever WhatsApp you have, I want to also read it. Student, this kind of relationship is full of toxic. No need to go on with this relationship. So relationship usually is based on trust. If anyone wants to continuously check on your location, check on your communication. It's going to be, the relationship is going to be really disaster. Data privacy. Data privacy, student, which is collected in the website, application, government agency, and all that. They definitely need to get your consent, which means I agree. I agree that I want to share this information. So, for security measures and unauthorized access and misuse. So, under the type of privacy, look at the privacy in public space. Student, when people go and withdraw money in the ATM, how close will you stand? As close as possible? Or you give them some space? This is called privacy in public space. If someone comes and stand too close to you, you can tell them, excuse me, could you please go and stand there? I need some privacy. So look at the people who are lining up here. Same goes to when you're doing your voting, you have to decide it yourself. And also, privacy of having different toilets, female and male toilets. Student, I would like to share, since this is 6 o'clock class, no need to be too formal. One day, I went to a library to get some books when I was doing my degree. And then I entered the toilet. And then when I came out and was looking at the mirror, I saw a guy coming out from the toilet. So I asked him, nowadays, male and female share toilet He told me, something. I heard like, something. I also don't know what is that. Then I came out. I see the signboard, it says male toilet. I said, sorry, he didn't even want to have a Chinese guy. He doesn't even want to look at my face. Then only I realized the toilet there got pots. Usually girls' toilet don't have pots. Then I realized I was like into the male toilet. So student, privacy of personal relationship. So when you guys are in personal relation, how much information to share? Who decide that? Tell me, students. You decide. You think your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse need to know that information, you let them know. If you think you do not want to let them know, such as your personal financial status, parents' background, or anything that you think you want to keep it private, please make it clear for you. So now, harms and benefit of privacy. Number 1, individual autonomy. Student, the more people know about us, the more that we are open for attacks. It can be verbal attacks, it can be, any kind of attacks. Any one of you here, share your ATM password with your friends, colleagues, brothers, sisters, parents. Also know who you're stingy on, people. Next is personal security. Student, anywhere you think your security, you feel that you are not secure, please do not be in these kind of places. We no need to place anyone. Walk out to the place that we are not feeling secure. Emotional well-being. For example, I fought with my husband last night. Can I bring it to the other day morning 8 o'clock class? I'm so sad, student. Today I, fight with my donkey husband. Can I? No. This is something that you should know what to really make it private and what to really make it personal and what can be shared. Student, do you think lecturers do not have fights? Do not have financial problem? Do not have family problem? Yes, they do. But do you think that most of the lecturers will keep it professional and consistent throughout the 14 week you see them? See how sleepy he is to listen to my lecture. You know, I am more sleepy than you. Student, today I woke up at 5 o'clock, students, which I slept yesterday night. Okay, and then I got to be in campus because I had 8 o'clock class today. And I'm staying very far. Alright, student, freedom of expression. When you're happy, you express that. When you're sad, you express that. But you do not express it to everyone. Stronger personal and professional relationships. Students, this is very important. To all the girls, I would like to share today. You must have a heart same as lion. Maybe physically we are not strong. Female, boys are stronger. But we have a heart as strong as a lion. Do not let any boys to make us shed a tears. They should shed tears for us. Number one rule, yeah. For the boys, students, please grow up. Student, you know, right? Boys get mature very late. So imagine, now the boy is 18 years old or 19 years old. Just say 20 years old. Is maturity -5. You know, he has taman in his heart, you know. He still play around like a 15 years old boy. He just play around, joke lah, not serious lah. Because inside his heart is 15 what? Girls are not like that. When they are 20, you must see them, they will behave +5. Like 25 years old female. They carry themselves, they talk professionally, they want self-dignity, they want to be respected, and they want to, be given all kind of respect to them. But boys, I can see in my class also. Next, privacy, encouragement for innovation and creativity. So when you have any idea, you also need to be very private, being privacy. Social politic participants. Students, you cannot share which party do you vote. It's privacy. For example, you go to the Instagram, you saw somebody's picture and you like them. What does that mean? Maybe you are supporting that party. Trust in institutional and system. Alright, students, that is benefit. Let's talk about harm. Invasion of personal space. People know too much about us. They will take advantage of us. This is something that you have to keep in mind. You give too much of password or access to your handphone, access to your room, access to your clothes, unauthorized access of personal information. Be ready to face it. Identity theft and fraud. When they know too much about you, they can create fake profile like you, jeopardize your dignity and respect. Slacking and harassment. This has happened, yeah, students. They use your pictures, your photos to do, harassment, discrimination and bias about your personal data. When I know you are supporting certain parties, I can discriminate you. Lost control over personal information. Too many information to be revealed, especially if you trust too much on your girlfriend, boyfriend, sharing private videos, that is a danger. Surveillance and monitoring, people can keep monitor you. For example, you trust your girlfriend, boyfriend, they can also tap all the information about whereabouts, your communication and so on. Data breaches and leaks, targeted advertisement and manipulation. Student 1, this particular case happened where there is a laptop shared by 2 or 3 roommates. The laptop has been like general use for all these roommates, the housemates, but it's belonged to one boy. And usually he log in with his login and leave it like that. And the other roommates watch porn with his Google login. What happened was, when I asked him to do presentation, it is presented like this in a lecture hall. When he was busy presenting, suddenly there's a pop-up of a porn scene. Yeah? I look at him like that. Hey, what's happening? He didn't even looking at me. I waving at him. He said, then I said, look at the screen. Then suddenly he goes down. Then he explained to me, teacher, this laptop has been used by housemates. I did not do that. Trust me, teacher. I said, it's okay. But it was like projected to like 100 of them. I said, we can apologize only things happen. So students, what happened when this particular pop-up in front of 100 people? Your reputation and dignity will go down. People will have all kind of ideas about you, yeah, students. So that is the targeted advertisement and manipulation, reputational damage and online shaming, yeah. There are people, for example, now currently, he is my boyfriend. Okay, we share videos and everything. Once I break up with him, he go and viral out my personal videos with him. In a way that is very bad, but the idea is to damage my reputation and to do online shaming. So what students, especially girls, what do you do when this kind of situation happen to you? Students, in countries such as India, a case that happened similar to this, what happened is the girl went and committed suicide, hanged herself. But students, I will say that is a very foolish idea. But this is something very serious. People already viral it out that I am like fully naked. But students, mistakes happen. You have to stand for your own self. Go and report and take down these particular videos and so on. Anything that happens, people can remember for 3 months only. After that, just brush your shoulder, move on. So next, I'm going to talk to you about surveillance. Why do we do? Surveillance refer to a systematic monitoring, observation, collection of information, about individual groups and activities. It involves various kind of technology, gather data, track behavior, monitoring specific targets. Who will do this always? Government agency, organization, individuals. For which purpose? Security, law enforcement, intelligence gatherings, and commercial interests. So students, now most of places, they have CCTV. Physical surveillance is directly observing on individuals' activity. But criminals are more smarter. They know which place don't have CCTV. Digital surveillance also monitoring online activity, which many people do not know. Tracking their internet usage, collecting metadata, intercepting email, instant messaging, monitoring social posts, and also a lot of other things. Students, do you know what is the most searched keyword in Google? Anyone can tell me? The most searched keyword in Google will be how to die without pain. So many people want to die, but they're scared of pain. Go and see, students, what are the things that many people search for. So, if there is a murder or murder suspect, one of the information that they search is your browser history. In the browser history, they will look for, did you go and look for any weapons? How to kill people smartly? How to do, because in many cases, they found that suspects has done that. Okay, one of the incidents was when MH370 go missing. They went to the pilot's house and get the flight simulator. They found out the pilot have tried to fly the flight simulator to Indian Ocean. So they confirm this guy, theory only. Many theories there, students. So this is one of the theory. Mass civilian. Let's look at the picture here. A group of you here. Now, I want to do mass civilians. Why am I doing this? So when I monitor you in a broader activity, it involves collection of data, analyze, storage. So if there is a stadium, when I do mass civilian, I can check, is there any wanted face there? I can, because usually in a large group, people try to sneak out. So these kind of mass civilian help to get wanted candidates. Next, we're going to do electronic civilians, which means you monitor electronic communication such as phone, text message, email, and so on. What we do is wire tapping and intercepting and using civilian tool. You talk to somebody over the phone and the conversation will be listened by some people. Biometric surveillance. Biometric surveillance such as your fingerprint, face recognition, iris scanning, DNA will be used to track individual, especially for security system, border control, and law enforcement. Communication technology has brought opportunity and challenges of eavesdropping. Eavesdropping means, yeah, student, now you have your phone with you. Try this yourself. On your phone, tell, I want to buy latest iPhone. The advertisement after that will be prompt to all the iPhone kind of promotion to you. This is one of the way called digital marketing, which they show that although your phone is beside you, it's just a gadget, people can eavesdrop you for advertisement purpose. Content vulnerabilities and also eavesdropping purpose. So now, eavesdropping attacks when the computer user, will like communicating with the server, there will be an hacker, that do a new connection and eavesdrop the attack. Two types of eavesdropping, governmental and non-governmental. Governmental is regulated legal. That means police want to eavesdrop, they need not need any permission from you. They can eavesdrop you anytime. Non-governmental is restricted based on certain countries, where certain countries ban it, cannot do. Employee monitoring employees' usage of internet. Correct, students? You work in an organization, but I check, do you really work? Or you go to YouTube and watch YouTube? Or you watch movie? Example, in UK, employers can monitor their employees' email because they want to tell correctly and monitoring what is happening. And this is legal, permitted at UK. Eavesdropping, wiretapping involves intercepting, monitoring telecommunication, phones, and internet communication, where when you communicate, we pick up some data and that has been transferred over the net. So there are softwares that can do this monitoring. Internet service providers, government agencies, and so on can analyze the communication, such as email, content, instant messages, voice call, and so on. So what is the best network monitoring tool for 2023? For example, we have Manage Engine OP Manager, Paid Network Monitoring Solution, Tanaza, Event Century, Spicework. There are many softwares that can monitor that for you. Now, eavesdropping ways, Wi-Fi eavesdropping. That's why many people that we say, when you are using public and unsecure Wi-Fi, it's very important to ensure the security of it. People can eavesdrop your intercept and capture data. For example, you do certain transaction through Maybank or Public Bank, Hon Leong Bank. This data can be captured and expose sensitive information, credential information of people. So when you are using public network, do not do any transaction. Next, I'm going to talk to you about malware and spyware. I think malware and spyware can be used secretly to monitor communication, to capture your key login, screen capturing, Microsoft, microphone, and camera. If some of you got a habit bringing your handphone to your bathroom, on the YouTube or on something and take bath. Don't get shocked. People are watching you bathing. Can happen. The camera can be accessed, okay, to see you bathing. So different type of malwares, viruses, ransomware, scareware, spyware, Trojan and adware. So student, Bluetooth eavesdropping, it can happen anywhere. Example, eavesdropping, hijacking, sniffing, stealing information, buffer to buffer attack, there are many. Even Bluetooth devices, if you are not using the Bluetooth function, off it. Okay, when the security setting is weak, probably intercepting of Bluetooth signals to listen the conversation that has been transmitted between two devices. Social engineering. Scammers are everywhere now. Now, again, teacher asks you this question. Who are the scammers? Are the scammers the Bangladeshi workers? Or are the scammers the Indonesian maids, Indonesian construction workers? Scammers are worse than those robbers. Does robbery wearing mask, come home and want to steal things. Scammers, okay, can do lot of other things such as phishing, pretexting, okay, a lot of other activities. So it employs social engineering technique to manipulate individuals, realizing sensitive information, grant unauthorized access on the communication, involve interpersonal phishing and pretexting. There are many types of attack, biting, phishing, spam, phishing as well, attacking and scareware as well. You can go and read up about all these. Student, if you know about all the social engineering attack, it will be easier for you to provide examples in the exam. Next, we're going to look at voice over IP. Okay, here eavesdropping can happen where communication over the technology is not also secure. Potential for accessing private conversation and sensitive information. So data protection has lot of practices, policies, measures, implementations to ensure that the personal and sensitive data can be accessed, used, disclosed, alert, altered, and destruction. So now, ensuring collecting of data, process it, store it, and share it in a manner to keep people's privacy and individual rights. So let's look at in the market. It is expected when we are moving into 2024 to 2025, there will be a lot of securities issue, especially email protection, application recovery management, endpoint data protection, and cloud platform as well. Next, we're gonna look at a video. Let's watch a video.
digital economy, data is of strategic importance. With social, economic, and governmental activities increasingly carried out online, the flow of personal data is expanding fast, raising issues related to storage and use. Current technologies, cloud services, the Internet of Things, and big data, as well as future technological innovations and increased connectivity through 5G networks, can deliver enormous benefits. But they also make it more urgent to address various concerns over data and privacy. The challenge for data protection regimes is in managing the risks and addressing the concerns without restricting or eliminating the potential benefits. The role of governments and the industry in protecting online data is of paramount importance. It must be done with a great deal of trust and confidence. This requires collaboration across stakeholders and geographies. Cross-border e-commerce presents developing countries with amazing opportunities, but those countries that want to participate in the digital economy must consider the need for legal and regulatory frameworks to protect the personal data they collect. According to the UNCTAD Global Cyber Law Tracker, around 60 developing countries do not have current baseline protection laws in place, and another 35 only have draft legislation. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development is happy to offer a platform for discussion on a vitally important subject. As industry players and consumers, as well as governments and international organizations, you will have the opportunity to present your perspectives, outline recent developments, current practices, and consider relevant frameworks. We will discuss how various challenges, including compliance, localization, and interoperability, as well as opportunities related to data protection and privacy, affect the potential for cross-border trade, especially in the context of developing countries. So let's start the dialogue. Where do we go from here? What are realistic solutions? What can we do to address concerns of various stakeholders while at the same time avoiding stifling trade and innovation? How can we make sure developing countries take full part in this global discussion and accelerate their adoption and enforcement of legal frameworks? Welcome to UNCTAD and to the expert meeting on data protection and privacy, implications for trade and development.
Okay, students, there was UNC Tech, students, that they encourage us how
media?
to.
What about dating apps?
No,
This
no,
video
no
is
worry.
free.
Okay. So now, students. Okay, we're gonna move on to what is GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. It is a comprehend and data protection law that is used, as European Union to safeguard privacy. So now it is to establish the rules, what can be done and what cannot be done over the net. So now let's see, students. In GDPR requirement, we need to indicate a lawful and fair transparency processes, the subject rights, personal data breaches, talk about data protection impact assessment, data protection officers, awareness and training, data transfer, privacy by design, consent, limitation, purpose, and data storage. So now, in Malaysia law, that is European law, now in the Malaysian context, students, there are 7 principles that we ensure we talk about when we talk about data protection. First one, general principle, Personal Data Protection Act 2010. A person who does is to be processors must be consent. Must have their consent, yeah? Number 2, notice and choice principle. A person must be notified the personal data to be processed and how. How must, okay, he also must be given a choice to limit the right of the process. Number 3, disclosure of principle. Personal data cannot be used except for purpose state and cannot be disclosed except for the purpose third parties. We talk about security principles. Company must be sufficient steps and procedures to protect the personal data for loss, misuse, modification, unauthorized access and disclosure, alteration and destruction. We're going to look at the other few. Number 5, retention principle. Personal data cannot be kept longer than necessary. It must be destroyed and permanently deleted. Number 6, data integrity. Company must take responsibility steps to ensure personal data is accurate, complete and not misleading, and keep updating. Finally, access principle. Any person must be permitted to access their own personal data, entitled to correct it, any incorrect, incomplete, misleading information. These are the 7 elements in PDPA Malaysia. Let's look at these two comparison, GDPR principles and Malaysian principles. So you can see, students, Malaysian principles are mostly focus on these 7 elements, and GDPR is mostly on these 7 elements. There are some data protection law in other country. Means, do I really need to know all these laws? Yes. Because when you're providing examples, you need to know Korea, Data Protection Act 2011. Malaysia, Personal Data Act 2010. Taiwan, Personal Data Act 2010. Most of the Data Act, they want to protect their data, personal data. You can go and have a look. Other related data in Malaysia, we can call it as Communication and Multimedia Act. This particular act, students, that regulates the communication and multimedia industry in Malaysia, protect personal data, confidential communication, and other licenses. Another law in Malaysia, Computer Crimes Act 1997, it addresses any computer-related offenses. Penal Code. Penal Code is any data privacy breaches, unauthorized access of the computer or the public or private information. Office Secret Act 1972. It is about sensitive government information that we cannot access or use or disclosure. Financial Act 2013 and Islamic Financial Service Act 2013 regulate financial act that is concerned or protecting customer financial information, obligation financial institution to protect the policies and procedures in place. That's the end. Students, you have to make sure you know Malaysian law in compare with other countries' law plus other Malaysian law as well. So, Miss, do I need to remember? Yes. This part you have to know. Not remember, you have to know all the Malaysian laws that is related to data protection.
加油，你可以的。
Okay, that's the end now, student.
心情有点哀我。哇，
我得到了什么？我得到了什么？
等下叫你做发现。
Okay, let's watch a video.
没有办法发现。
还是随机找一个。
Facebook。
Kita mungkin terlalu mengikut selera sehingga menyebabkan pedih ulu hati dan ketidakhadaman. Ambil Gaviscon Double Action dengan bumpai laut semula jadi. Kelegaan dalam masa 4 minit, bertahan sehingga 4 jam. Guna Gaviscon Double Action hari ini.
都好用。泵好用没有？有比这么多人来？什么？有比这开始来？啊？有比这开始来？没有啊。 样。
看了我只是有个 L 的样子。
还有一个 table 不是背那 table 条啦，这个啦，Samurai 给你啊。哦。关注啊。真是的，圣姐，背这个就可以了。这你不是读过我们 SPI 忘记了？收费金呢？那有点长。哎呦，他的空哦，怎么可以这样轻松啊？几班？会玩的时候，那好玩啊！是啊。完了，14个subscriber 比我还少。
Okay, students, let's go back home.
哦，Miss 给我 any tips 哦？
Student, you say hey now, then tomorrow I don't want any complaint. Teacher, okay, leave me early. Those who want to stay back with me. Okay, now.
圣姐，
Okay, I'm going to give you the code.
那段就，哎呀，不要给他们，圣姐，不可以给他们。No no， 现在记到。
Unfortunately, no internet.
可是
Okay,
没有。
students, teacher going to release you today, students, and I do not want.
不要懒惰一点。
Okay, any complaint regarding this,
他很怕，自己快投诉。
我现在害群之。
保护所谓 data protection，
没有吗？
用马来西亚咯，不是 data protection 也
是哦，对的。好，我记下这边。
他的样子，哇，还有这种。
所以他很累。老师，你看。
Okay,
Smile.
mark your attendance, students. Today my class started at 9,
什
yeah?
么号码
I am so tired.
？55746。
And tomorrow 8 o'clock is my class. Let's go back home, students.
这是我的测试看。你在刚睡呢，身体。果然是他，就知道他不来。
Okay, students, I will wait until everyone goes. Anyone cannot log in, please come down. Anything after this, I don't want to entertain.